grade 2 homeschooler. Today, I will be showing you my very first ever portfolio review. I will also be sharing with you how we love our homeschooling journey. I hope you like it. Dear God, and thank you for a wonderful morning. Enlighten our mind to all the correct guide us in our homeschool journey. Please give our more patience teaching. Please give them enough strength to do as a teacher and as a parent. Amen.
It's all about?
I want to tell you what it's all about. It's about Barry crying and you're trying to help him. So you say fast you're getting the milk to Barry, and Alvin says baby is crying. You get the shaking, but I got something to make Barry stop crying. And here's Ate. You said Barry. She's watching the dishes, and it's bedroom, kid. Today I'm gonna tell you the 10 plagues that happened in Egypt. The first plague that happened in Egypt, the water turned to blood in the Nile River. It happened when Pharaoh was about to take a bath in the river. The second plague that happened in Egypt was that frogs hopped everywhere. It happened when Pharaoh was sitting on his chair and his Egyptian servants were trying to cheer him up because he hadn't drank water for many days. But good thing he survived. God made only a little water, like only in one bowl that's the size of this. The third plague that happened in Egypt was gnats, or small biting flies. It happened when one of Pharaoh's Egyptian servants was walking on the hallway with Pharaoh. Gnats came. The fourth plague that happened in Egypt was flies. God sent many flies to Egypt. It happened when the Israelites were building the pyramids, and when Pharaoh was watching them, flies came to Pharaoh, but they did not come to the Israeli slaves, only to Pharaoh and the Egyptians. Pharaoh said to Moses, pray to God so the flies will go away. I really promise that I will let the Israelites go. Moses prayed to God, but Pharaoh broke the promise. So 6 more plagues happened in Egypt. The 5th plague that happened on Egypt were the animals died in Egypt, like cattle, sheep, goats died. So Egypt did not have enough food. The 5th plague happened when Pharaoh and 6 of his servants were in looking at the animals, but then suddenly they died. The 6th plague that happened in Egypt was boils. God told Moses to get some soot and throw it in the air. The soot splashed on the Egyptians. It happened when God spoke to Moses. The 7th plague that happened in Egypt was hail. Hail is big ice that falls from the sky. Hail fell, and the Egyptians couldn't find their food because there was too much. It happened when the Egyptians were growing their food, but then hail came. The eighth plague that happened in Egypt were big grasshoppers. The big grasshoppers were called locusts. Locusts ate all the plants of the Egyptians. It happened when the Israelites were growing the food, but then the locusts came. So the Israelites went to build the pyramids with the other Israelites. But one of the Israelites told Pharaoh. The ninth plague that happened on Egypt was darkness. God told Moses to raise his hand up in the sunny sky. But the sky wasn't sunny anymore. Clouds turned gray and dark. The sun was hidden in the dark gray cloud. It happened when God spoke to Moses. The 10 plagues, all the firstborn died in Egypt, but the Israeli firstborn kids survived because God sent his angels to put lamb blood on their doorposts. So they survived. But the angels did not put lamb blood on the Egyptian house doorpost. Today, I'm going to tell you 6 qualities for success, and they are alertness, attentiveness, availability, benevolence, boldness, and cautiousness. First is alertness. Alertness means being aware of something around you. I drew a picture of some people being alert. You have to be alert when you're crossing the street because you have to watch out from cars. Next is attentiveness. Attentiveness means giving attention or being focused. I drew a picture of children listening to their teacher, so they have to be attentive. If they won't be attentive just talking to their friends, then they won't understand what the teacher will tell them, or they would not know the answers because they did not be attentive. Next is availability. Over here. Availability means putting aside personal hobbies when they conflict with family time. I drew me that I was playing with my Barbie doll house, but then my little brother Barry was crying because he had no one to play with. So I put aside my dolls and my doll house. Then I wanted to play with Barry, his toy cars. Next is benevolence. Benevolence means treating each family member with same respect shown to those outside the family. I drew a picture of this guy being benevolent to this one. He's giving food to this poor boy because he does not have any food. So that's treating the same respect shown outside to those outside the family. Next comes boldness. That what I have to say or do is true, right, and just. That's what boldness means. So this boy is trying to stop this one boy and this one girl stop bullying this little boy. So that's what boldness means. Next comes cautiousness. Cautiousness means watching out for danger or very hot things. This boy is being cautious with his coffee because the coffee is very, very hot. Do you know inside this booklet there is a secret message? Over here, did you wonder why there was a line here? And over here? And over here? What do you think it is? When we open it together, this plus this equals a heart. It's a beautiful heart. I wanted to make a heart because it's all about love. Some of you might think these are two mountains before, and some of you might think that this was a triangle before. But together, two mountains plus one triangle equals a lovely, beautiful, kind, sweet heart. Before you go, make sure to do these 6 things, because it's all about love. That's why there's a heart. You have to be alert. You have to be available. You need to be attentive so you can listen to your teacher, listen to your parents, and listen to all those that are bigger than you. You have to be cautious. You have to be bold. You need to be benevolent. Thank you for listening.
Sit.
Yes! Hello, grandchildren and kids. Today I'm going to read you a story of the lost way. A Moana drawing. It says Moana. This is the sun, and these 4 are the clouds. There's also a sad fish. That's when it jumped, it landed here. But this fish will not get hurt. These are the wings. This is the boat. This is Moana's chicken. This is the flag. Of a mommy koala and a baby koala. This baby koala has a leaf and they're climbing a tree. This is the sun and the blue sky. Koalas live also in Australia. Usually marsupials live in Australia. It lives in its mother's pouch for 6 months. When it said it does not mean like it. It means like the baby koala lives in its mother's pouch for 6 months. A baby koala is also called a joey. Do you remember what's a joey? A joey is a baby kangaroo or baby koala. It's also called a joey. Miss Russell, do you remember what's a joey? A joey is a baby kangaroo or koala. It lives in its mother's pouch for 6 months. Koalas grow only till 2 feet long. And when baby koalas are born, they're less than 1 inch, just like 1 inch long, just like baby kangaroos. Koalas are much smaller than kangaroos. This is a purple flower. Today, I'm gonna show you an artwork that I made. It is what a plant needs to grow and live. Also, part of a plant. The seed is the first one that is planted. Inside the seed is a new plant. Next comes the roots. The roots are the ones that gets the water from the ground and up to the stem and into the plant. Stem is the one that delivers the water to all parts of the plant. Leaf is the one that grows from the stem. In the leaf, there are small tubes that are called veins. Water and food moves in the veins. Flower. The flower makes seeds. Bud. The bud is for the growth for next year. The fruit, over here is the fruit. The fruit is the one that gives us food. The fruit is the one that is holding the seed and protecting the seed. Over here you can see the seed. Now I'm going to tell you what a plant needs to live and grow. A plant needs sun and sunlight. Without sun and sunlight, the plant wouldn't grow. The stem and leaves need sunlight. The stem grows and the leaves grows because of the sunlight. Without sunlight, then there would be no stem or leaves or the plant. Water. Water from the clouds are called rain. The rain goes down and drops into the soil. And the water inside the soil goes into the roots and up the stem to the leaf and all parts of the plant. Wind or air. The wind is, you cannot even touch the wind. The plant, flower, and every part need air. Without air or wind, they cannot live. We cannot live without air. The soil is the one that is holding the plant. Without soil, the plant will fall. Without soil, plants wouldn't grow because there would be no roots or no seeds. That's all for now. Bye. Need 4 pieces of the square cardboard. You have a diamond. The diamond transforms into a pyramid or a party hat. Boo! Happy birthday to you. Drew a boy and a girl, which was the parents' kids, but I cannot cut out the parents are too big. And I even drew this. It's a post of a Nile River, because this is actually the Nile River. They can swim there. The pyramid is just a structure, it's not their home, okay? So maybe they're just living here. They can take a bath here, they can swim here. They can drink water from here. They can get some food from here. Maybe that's just how they live. So this is my diorama of the ancient Egypt. Pizza clock. There are 24 hours in a day. There are 60 seconds in a minute and 60 minutes in an hour. Now I'll tell you the parts of the clock. The big hand is the minute hand and the small hand is the hour hand. There are also numbers in the clock. In some clocks there are 3 hands. In some clocks there are 2 hands. The third hand is actually the second hand. Now I'm going to tell you 3 ways to tell the time. The first way to tell the time is to start with 1. Then you have to say 6. Then count in 5s. 5, 10, 15. That means the time is 6:15. Second way to tell the time is past or to. If the middle hand is pointing at the left side, it is 2. If the middle hand is pointing at the right side, it is passed. 5 passed. 10 passed. 15 passed. 20 passed. 25 passed. If the middle hand is pointing at 6, it is half passed. Or half 2. Now the left side. This is true because it's going to another hour. The third way to tell the time is quarter to and quarter past. If it's pointing 3, that means you can tell the third way to tell the time. If it's pointing 9, you can also tell the time. But if it's pointing to any other number like 6 and 1, you cannot tell the third way because you can only tell the third way if it's pointing to 9 or 3. So now I gave you an example. So the time is quarter past 1 because it's already past 1. A community is where a group of people live. There are 3 types of communities: suburb, urban, and rural. Suburb community is a community that has houses. They're near cities. A suburb community has houses. The houses have big yards. There's usually many pets in a suburb community. It's near the city, but away from the busy part. The city has a busy part. An urban community is a city that's really busy. There's so much buildings around it. Some houses because it's near the suburb community. In the urban community, there's lots of restaurants. There's so many cars. There's so much buildings that are so tall. So much taxis and vehicles. Rural community is a community where farmers live. They grow wheat and beans. They also raise their animals. Yes, it's the countryside. Also, it's not a small village. It looks like a small village, but village, it has houses near each other, but this kind of village has houses far from each other. I made an example of one type of a community, and it is a suburb community. That a suburb community has many houses. They're near the city but away from the busy part. They have big yards for the houses. See? I want to tell you about the fire station. A firefighter works in the fire station. A firefighter gives their services for free. They give their services for free so they can help the community. They are called volunteers. They have a firefighter. They have a fire truck to help them get to the fire fast. There's full of water inside the fire truck. There's a tank full of water. They use a hose and they have a ladder over here and climb up the ladder and get the hose, spray it with water to the house. This is the community. There's houses and there's a playground. There are 1, 2, and 3 houses. There's a playground over here. There's a very beautiful bush with many different colors of flowers. And there's a tree with a bird on it and 2 butterflies, yellow and pink. There's even like a seesaw. And there are 2 swings and a boy running. There's so much trees over here. And look at the sky. This is a police station. There are policemen in the police station. There is a police station to catch bad guys. I hope I discussed it properly. I hope you know what is a community now. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. That's me. In the tune of ABC song. The title is Homeschool Journey. Okay, here it goes. I am learning so much. I love to learn. No need to rush. Inside the room in my house with my mom in the couch. Painting, dancing, singing a song. Reading, writing, not alone. With Ima, Ab and Barry, so lucky to have a family I am learning so much. I love to learn. No need to rush. Bye. Thanks for watching. The reading song. When I'm reading, I'm succeeding. I pick up a book and take a look. My mind is reading. I feel so free. And I'm turning pages, spending ages with friends and on my own. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. Any type of book, any type of theme. Study the pictures, read the words, and find out what they mean. Any type of book, any type of theme. Study the pictures, read the words, and find out what they mean. When I'm reading, I'm succeeding. I pick up a book and take a look. My mind starts to grow. When I'm reading, I feel so free. And I'm turning pages, spending ages with friends and on my own. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. Fictions, explanations, instructions, fairy tales, horror books and joke books, cookbooks, mags as well. Fictions, explanations, instructions, fairy tales, horror books and joke books, cookbooks, mags as well. When I'm reading, I'm succeeding. I pick up a book and take a look. My mind starts to go. When I'm reading, I feel so free. And I'm turning pages, spending ages with friends and on my own. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. I love to read. I love to read. And read and read and read. I love to read. Bye! Hope you like it. Kids, you should always love books. Because what I told you, my mind just starts to grow. When I said my mind just starts to grow, your mind is growing and you're learning new words. Have fun reading. Happy reading. Bye! today we're gonna make moist banana bread. So the ingredients you need. So today we're gonna make Rocky Road ice cream and cookies and cream ice cream. We'll be needing condensed milk, some Oreos, chocolate powder, and cream, and last but not least, chocolate chip. And look, almonds. We don't really have many almonds. So let's get started. Yay! Yay! You just need to be cautious and careful. I just add more condensed milk because I'm afraid that it'll... I will divide it into 3 and roll it one by one. Feels good. I like the feeling of this, but still, yeah. Ooh. Sticky. I cannot roll anymore. My hands are a bit stuck. I cannot get it. Ah! Wow, this one. Come on, get out of there. That's not your hole. Today I'm gonna show the man-made and the